everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be discussing one of my favorite topics, supplements that I add to my bird's nutritional program. Now this is for breeding birds like I have, absolutely, but it's also for the average pet bird and pet owner. So if you are considering a supplement program for your bird, or if you've never heard of the idea of serving supplements and are curious what that might entail and how it might benefit your bird, this is the video for you. Now, to my left here, I have a variety of supplements from the Morning Bird product line. There are lots of different supplement companies out there. The reason I really like Morning Bird, first and foremost, they've been around a really, really long time. My mom actually used their supplements before I started breeding. And secondly, they have such a diverse product line. There's really something for everything, whether it's a maintenance type program or whether you're trying to solve a specific issue like a deficiency or helping an injured bird to heal faster. So I'd like to start off by talking about calcium. Calcium is so important. Whether you have an aviary with breeding birds like mine and those eggshells need to be nice and strong, or whether you have a young bird who's growing and needs calcium for strong bones. Perhaps you have an elderly bird whose bones are becoming more frail and you want to keep strength in them. Calcium is so, so important. And it's one of those things that honestly they don't get a whole lot of in their diet on a typical basis, at least that's what I found. So there's two Morning Bird supplements that have calcium. Personally, I like to use both of them. I'll alternate one day, one the other. If you find one works better for you, you can just use that one exclusive of the other. So the first one I'll talk about here is Calcium Plus. Now what is this plus, first of all? The plus is vitamin D. Like other products, there are certain vitamins and minerals that work better if they're together. One helps the other absorb. And calcium and vitamin D are those. Now, the other reason that I really like this product is that the vitamin D is one of those things that birds often lack. Pet birds spend a lot of time indoors. Wild birds spend a lot of time outside in the sun. Now, since the sun is a primary source of vitamin D, our indoor birds aren't getting it like their wild ancestors and their wild cousins are. So providing it as a dietary supplement is really beneficial. So the Calcium Plus comes in several sizes. This is the big guns here for an aviary like mine. It also comes in a smaller version and a smaller version again. So lots of options. And if you just want to try it out, this is a great trial size. So the Calcium Plus is super easy to use. It's a measurement of 1 teaspoon per cup of water. So if you have 4 cups, a quart, then you'd be using 4 teaspoons. So that's what I have. I've got 4 cups. So I'm going to go ahead and just measure that into the water. There's 1, 2, 3, and one more is 4. So if you only have one bird or just a smaller aviary and you want to just do a single cup, you would only use a single teaspoon. It's a nice, easy measurement. I'm going to go ahead and mix that up a little bit. You can see that it's colorless, it's also odorless, and apparently tasteless. Admittedly, I've never tried it, but that's what they tell me. So done with that, I'll just go ahead and grab a couple of my dishes for my birds. Pour that guy in. And there you have it. It's that easy. Now to make sure your birds actually drink this water, what I recommend is that about an hour to 2 hours before you do this process, take the existing water in the cage out of the cage. This will allow them to get a little bit thirsty so that when you put this fresh water in, they dive right to it. They're going to take a drink right away before they start playing in it, bathing in it, putting food in it. They'll have that initial drink, and that's when the Calcium Plus is strongest, so that's really when you want them to be absorbing it into the body. The next product that I'll talk about is the Stronger Bones and Eggshells. The Stronger Bones and Eggshells is also a calcium supplement. The difference is it's a powdered form as opposed to a liquid form. So it comes in 2 sizes. We've got this smaller size here and the big boy tub here. I'm going to use the big tub in my demonstration. This guy is even easier to use than the Calcium Plus. All you do is go ahead and take your mashed veggies. I've got some cooked lentils, cooked grains, some chopped veggies in there. And you just take a pinch per bird, sprinkle it on, give her a stir, and you are good to go. If you have more birds or you're a breeder, there are measurements on the side of the container here that will help you to get a more balanced ratio among your entire flock. But this works really well for me in a pinch. Just here we go, and we're all set. And we're going to move on to Hardy Bird. Now, if you take a multivitamin, a one a day, something like that, you already know the benefits of that product. Basically, it is filling the gaps of your nutritional profile each day. If you're missing certain vitamins, certain minerals, you know that you're getting them because of the multivitamin. And Hardy Bird is a multivitamin for birds. So it's super easy to use. I go ahead and open that guy up. There we go. And just like the Stronger Bones and Eggshells, it's a quick pinch. Go ahead and mix that. And voila, we're good to go, ready to serve. There's a couple products here that I'd like to share with you. I won't be doing a demonstration with them, but you've already seen how I use the Stronger Bones and Eggshells and the Hardy Bird. It's exactly the same way to measure them. Now, the other benefit of these three here is you can cook with them. If you bake muffins or cookies for your bird, with bird-friendly recipes, of course, some of those recipes might call for these ingredients. Instead of going out to your local rock barn, you can take the Morning Bird product off the shelf and use that instead. Now, the first one is the bee pollen granules. Bee pollen is an all-natural source of vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. It has detoxifying and healing properties. So if your bird is recovering from a stressful situation, for example, moving to a new house or a new cage, or a new family member coming home, whether person, bird, or otherwise, the bee pollen might be a good choice. Next, I'd like to tell you about the powdered kelp product. Powdered kelp is used to address iodine deficiencies. Iodine deficiencies can result in poor breeding, poor feather condition, difficult molting, and inactivity. All things that can easily be addressed with just a pinch of this. Now, if you're looking to prevent those issues, the powdered kelp is a good choice on a preventative maintenance basis as well. You might just use it a little bit less frequently. So instead of 5 times a week, you might use it 2 times a week for maintenance. I'm sure you've heard about the many, many benefits of flax seeds and flaxseed oil for humans and our canine companions. Well, flaxseed is also beneficial for your bird. Morning Bird has this product called the flaxseed powder. Now, I use this during the molt and during the breeding season because the high oil content of the flaxseed helps with increased energy. Flaxseed also contains an abundance of omega-3 fatty acids. It's a really great choice. Finally, I'd like to talk about our miracle meal. Now, if all of this has seemed confusing to you and you'd like to really strip it down to just something with the bare basics, lots of vitamins, lots of minerals, all well balanced, Miracle Meal is your product. This can be moistened with water, or you can feed it dry. You can sprinkle it on top of your chop mix, or you can serve it in a separate dish for the bird to free feed at their will. I really like the Miracle Meal because it's just so simple. So that's one of my favorites for sure.